Welcome, wrestling fans, to another exciting episode of CCW Superstars of the Ring. My name is Craig Young, and we are here in incredibly humid Amelia Island, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, as I'm sweating buckets out here, it's hot, but it will not be as hot as it will be on August 10th in Fernandina Beach, Florida, the Fernandina Beach Rec Center for Wrestlebash 2019. Ladies and gentlemen, an exciting night of wrestling here at Continental Championship Wrestling. Many historic moments have already been made in Fernandina Beach, but as well will be made that night. Tickets are on sale, and you really do not want to miss out on one of the biggest shows in Continental Championship Wrestling's history. Now, we're going to take an interesting look this week in a special non-sanctioned match by Continental Championship Wrestling. What we mean by this is that the violence between competitors Manson Gray, very enigmatic, almost like a cult leader in Continental Championship Wrestling, and the new breed of Landon Crews, our Southern States champion, are going to be in an unsanctioned death match in Fernandina Beach, Florida. Now what that means is there are no rules. It is not endorsed by CCW. These two men will be free to do whatever they want to do at Wrestlebash. Now, to be in that crowd, that match could go into the crowd. It could go into the parking lot. It could go into Pirates Cove behind the building. It could end up right here in Amelia Island, Florida. It's not sanctioned by CCW. Our hands are going to be completely untied from what you're going to see in that match. Now, the level of violence between these two has really escalated. As we've seen in previous episodes of Superstars of the Ring, we've seen fireballs. We've seen jumpings. We have seen a level of violence that hasn't really happened here in CCW between two competitors in a long time. And with that said, we're going to go to a special interview that we held this week with the new breed, Landon Crews.
August 10th, Fernandina Beach, Florida, Wrestlebash 28. Wrestlebash 28 marks the 2 years that I've been here in CCW, and it's been a great 2 years. I've had a lot of success, a lot of long nights on the road, great matches, great time with the fans, great time with the CCW locker room. But August 10th is something much more. August 10th, it's not just a wrestling match. August 10th is a life milestone for myself. I have to move on with my life. So come August 10th, it's going to be much more than I've ever been able to do. I can't prepare for what I'm about to do. No training, no time in the gym, no diet is going to help me August 10th. So let me tell you this right now, Manson Gray. I haven't been able to sleep thinking about what I'm going to do to you August 10th. I am training harder, I am eating harder, but that's not going to matter, and you know that. What I can tell you right now is you better bring everything you got, because I am fighting fire with fire, and I'm throwing it all on the line. Because come August 10th, it's me and you, and only one of us is walking out of Fernandina Beach, Florida alive. So you better bring everything you got, because I'm bringing everything I got. Because August 10th is a life milestone for me. And I am moving on with my life once I get rid of you, Manson. So you better bring it all, because it'll all come crushing down quick for you, Manson Gray. So be ready August 10th. I'll see you there.
Welcome back, wrestling fans. Again, a death match here in Continental Championship Wrestling. And the implications to that, with it being non-sanctioned, are pretty interesting for Continental Championship Wrestling. It's going to be one of the first times we've ever had an unsanctioned match. Now listen to the words from Landon Crews. As he stated, he cannot move on with his life until he deals with one Manson Gray. Now, if I'm going to look at just kind of a mental game between the two, Manson Gray is definitely in his head. I can't move on with my life until I deal with this person. The implications for CCW, I don't even know personally why you would want this match. I get a level of violence, and I get that there's a competitive nature in Continental Championship Wrestling. But an unsanctioned death match is pretty much writing a check for you to do whatever the hell you want to in Continental Championship Wrestling. That's not just a wrestling match. That is a violent encounter. And I'm looking at the two competitors. You have one that is an enigmatic. We don't know what Manson Gray is capable of other than what he's shown us. We do know that the new breed Landon Crews is a professional wrestler, is a young talent here in CCW, and they always think a match like this, where you're putting yourself in above and beyond a violent situation, may not be the best choice you can make for your career. That said, at Wrestlebash, it is unsanctioned. It's Continental Championship Wrestling has washed their hands of it. They will let these two do whatever they want to do. I'm just very interested in seeing how these two men return after this match. Moving over. Now, as you've seen on recent episodes of CCW Superstars of the Ring, we have been highlighting some of the best and greatest moments we've had in Fernandina Beach's incredible wrestling history with CCW. This week, match was no different. We're going to see a CCW title defense that was from then champion Johnathan Wells taking on Flash and Cash Hayden Price right here in Fernandina Beach, Florida. We're going to go to that match right now.
Waiting for is the main event. It's scheduled for one fall, and this is for the CCW Championship. Let's make some noise! First year challenger weighing in at 220 pounds, hailing from Brooklyn, New York. Let's bring him out. He's known. Johnathan Wells.
Take a look at your future. Take a look at your future. Take a look at your future.
Welcome back, wrestling fans. Wrestlebash 2019 is going to be full of historic moments. As you just saw, what a great match between those two competitors. Fans, let's talk about our main event for Wrestlebash 2019. We have the undefeated rookie, Cody Knight, who is really, since joining us here in Continental Championship Wrestling, has gone through competitor after competitor with a devastating choke slam that he does, as well as the kid has height, has strength. He is a very unique to Continental Championship Wrestling because of his age and his talent at such a young level of his career. Across from him that night, though, will be the CCW, and we'll go down the list of accomplishments, Hall of Honor, first ballot, two-time CCW Heavyweight Champion, multiple-time Tag Team Champion, multiple-time Southern States Champion, the one and only Outlaw Jamie McKinnon. A difference in experience is an understatement. McKinnon has been all around the world. McKinnon has done quite a few things, even here in Continental Championship Wrestling, that has laid out competitor after competitor with that lariat. And as we've seen, that lariat not only took out former CCW champions, it's not only knocked out every competitor, the only competitor that's ever gotten back up is the Cody Knight, the rookie. So at Wrestlebash 2019, the rookie's going to get his shot with the Outlaw Jamie McKinnon. And it's something, as I've said, the kid has not only height and speed behind him, he's got hope. Because no other competitor has been able to take that lariat and get up. And I'm not so sure how the Outlaw Jamie McKinnon contends against that one incredible factor that very few in this company have ever possessed, especially with this momentum going into that match. Now we're going to hear right now from CCW challenger and rookie, the Alaskan superstar Cody Knight.
Jamie, ever since I was a little kid, all I wanted to be was a pro wrestler. I knew as soon as I watched it for the first time on TV, that's what I wanted to do. And now, just 1 year removed from my debut, I have my sights set on the championship match with you in Fernandina Beach at Wrestlebash. Only one thing stands between me and that title, and that's you, Jamie. Now, you put away many, many guys with that lariat, but you never put me down. I got right back up, and I kept calling you out. I was ready to keep going, ready to keep fighting you, Jamie. I think at the end of the day, you're a little bit scared. Scared because you never had to face anyone as big and strong or as resilient as me. So at the end of Wrestlebash, I'm going to walk off the island with my head held high and gold over my shoulder. Because guess what, Jamie? Every dog has its day. Every outlaw is brought to justice.
Welcome back, wrestling fans. As you just heard from the rookie Cody Knight, the Alaskan superstar may be able to really do the impossible here in CCW. Now I say that because I've been ringside watching Jamie McKinnon knock out opponent after opponent after opponent with that lariat. August 10th in Fernandina Beach, the main event for Fernandina Beach's Wrestlebash 2019. This could be another one of those moments that we've been telling you about for weeks now. The Outlaw Jamie McKinnon. Somebody may finally have his number. Somebody may be finally able to not only deal with the bull that he is in that ring, for the experience. Jamie McKinnon is not just a great wrestler, but because of all that intensity he brings to the ring, it's a whole nother level of a competitor. And win or lose, Cody Knight's going to get a wrestling lesson in Fernandina Beach. If he walks out of there with the CCW Championship, anything Continental Championship Wrestling is possible. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you can't hear from one without hearing the other. So we're going to hear from our champion, Jamie McKinnon, who I'm sure will be at no loss of words.
Hey man, what do you think of doing on my porch?
Wrestling fans, I gotta go, but we're gonna leave you with these words from Jamie McKinnon, and we'll see you at Wrestlebash on August 10th. Thanks. I'm out. Thank you.
I want to explain to you what I was doing whenever I was 19 or 20 years old. I was wrestling the top CCW competition around. Everybody and anybody that would wrestle us, just like you want to do. Except you want to start at the top, Cody. Cody doesn't want to earn his way like Landon Crews or Toxic or even Chris Turner, who never once complained. You think I'm a bully? I'm going to bully you around in Fernandina. I'm going to slap you around before the match. I'm going to slap you with this hand after the match. And I'm going to kick you in places that you probably don't even want to talk about. Listen here. I'm going to show you the difference between a little bitty kid and a full-grown man, Cody Knight.